Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you are new here, welcome. I appreciate you giving this a chance. Hope you are having a fantastic day. So I wanted to talk about this because this is pretty cool, and it also is going to have a major impact on something else coming up for the WNBA that's connected to the media rights deal they just signed, which we will get to in a minute. But first, check this out. Record sales. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Yes, you heard me. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have the two highest selling jerseys in the WNBA, and merchandise sales are up 500% league wide. That is crazy. So, as you can see here, they put out the top five. Caitlin Clark, Indiana Fever, coming in at number one. No surprise to anyone. Angel Reese coming in at number two from the Chicago Sky. I think that's a little bit surprising. I expected her to be up there. I did, but number two, I'm not sure I expected number two. It's pretty impressive. Sabrina Ionescu, New York Liberty, comes in at number three. And here is the real big surprise. Kate Martin of the Las Vegas Aces coming in at number four, ahead of teammate Asia Wilson, the front runner for the league MVP of the Las Vegas Aces. Now, obviously, the Kate Martin thing, and I don't mean this in a negative way towards Kate, but that is obviously part of the Caitlin Clark Iowa Hawkeye effect. A lot of crossover with the Caitlin Clark fans and the Kate Martin fans. So that's really cool for Kate. Congratulations to her. Congratulations to all the women on this list. Congratulations to the league for the merchandise sales increase. That is awesome as well. Now, let's take a look. I want to see what they've got because I heard someone said I think initially they didn't even, well, those were jersey sales for the ranking. So I want to go to jerseys. And we've got Angel Reese. Now, these two on the outsides are the same. It's just youth and adult. 79.99. You've got the All Star one in black for Reese. You've got the orange for Reese. Then you've got Cardoso has a jersey. The zeros are just generic. Generic. The other color for the All Star game for. Oh no, that's youth for the one up top, and then Cardoso, and then another youth for Angel Reese. So, wow, Chicago Sky only have Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso for their jerseys. All right. I want to check out the Indiana Fever. Here we go. Let's check this out. So we are going to go to just jerseys and see what we've got. Got the blue, we've got the black we also got the Rebel as well. All the different colors for Angel Reese. We also have Kelsey Mitchell. There's the All-Star jersey for Aaliyah Boston. Another generic Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell. Okay, so you've got a lot also of Boston and Mitchell, so they sort of went all out for three of their players, which is pretty cool. So I do want to check because I got to see what else is available because Las Vegas Aces. Because here's the thing, I'm thinking especially when you see what I just saw, and this is why I want to check. Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso were the only two players that have jerseys for the Chicago Sky. Here you've got Clark, Mitchell, and Boston. So why was there even a jersey for Kate Martin? And I don't mean that in a negative way, but Kate Martin was picked in an area where the odds are against you for even making the roster. But there is a Kate Martin jersey. You know what that tells me? I'll tell you what it tells me. That's why we're here, right? Because the connection with Iowa and Caitlin Clark. Here you go. You got Wilson's Team USA jersey and the Rebel jersey, and there it is. Boom. Kate Martin right there at the top, front and center, generic, and then Kelsey Plum as well with the Team USA. There's Asia Wilson, generic. Another that's okay. That's the youth of the one above. That's the youth of the other one. We got Plum's jersey again, generic. Now, what's interesting is there a second page? No second page. So that's it. You've got Asia Wilson, Kelsey Plum, and Kate Martin. Now, keep in mind, the reason I'm saying it like that is you have a rookie that no one thinks is going to make the team, not because she's Kate Martin, just because of where she was picked. It's unusual. And then you have two other Olympians on this team, Jackie Young and Chelsea Gray, and there's no jersey for them. That's crazy. That seems like a missed opportunity. And by the way, going back to the Caitlin Clark effect, don't forget this. One, you had her limited, I believe it was a limited edition jersey. So I sort of understand the restock issue, which I didn't know at first when I did a video. However, the number of jerseys they had was ridiculously underestimated because they sold out in like 18 minutes. So I get that it's not going to be something you're going to sell ongoing, but then you've got to stock enough because it wasn't like limited edition only 500 jerseys or whatever it was. I don't think they did it that way. It wasn't like they were numbered. But also you had this Caitlin Clark's signature Wilson basketball limitless collection sells out on day one. Now, this isn't a WNBA thing. This is Wilson. I don't believe they have any connection, so it's not going to be part of that merchandise sale increase. But again, it goes back to the marketing power with regard to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark and Wilson Sporting Goods unveiled their signature basketball collection for the former Iowa superstar and Indiana Fever rookie phenom on Tuesday. This is a little older, and the collection sold out within hours. Sold out within hours. The latest example of what numerous companies, advertisers, and TV execs all know well. Caitlin Clark is one of the biggest draws in the world in sports, and she moves products. By the way, incredible key right there. That's why she gets the endorsements that she gets because she moves products. She's just the second athlete to drop a collaboration with Wilson, joining Michael Jordan. There are no limits to the places the game of basketball can take you. And here we go. There were three different basketballs, three different price points, $99.95, $39.95, and $24.95, all sold out. Absolutely crazy. Caitlin Clark's collaboration with Wilson launched 11 hours ago. The collection has already sold out. Absolutely crazy. Now, the one thing I wanted to bring up about this that I mentioned at the beginning with the connection to the media rights deal. If you remember that video I did, I also talked about how like Kelsey Plum had mentioned wanting to have the revenue share that the NBA has, which of course I won't even get into that. You can go check out that video. It's just night and day in terms of the size of the pie and the companies. I believe in the current CBA for merchandise, the player likeness, all that sort of thing, that there was a player percentage, but there had to be a sales level met, right? A revenue level met in for sales of merchandise before revenue share kicked in, which really does make sense. Now the NBA is so absolutely huge and players have so much more leverage that it is, but it does make sense. It's just like anything, a profit share with if you have a company and you have a profit sharing deal with employees, there'll be levels that kick in at certain points. So it's really not that big a deal, except that, well, one, I'm curious because I don't think there's ever been a breakdown publicly, at least that I have seen. If I would think that this number would have that kick in on the current one. But more importantly, with the new media rights deal and this happening, is there's going to be a new CBA because of that media rights deal. And there's going to be absolutely negotiations with regard to revenue share on things like merchandise sales. And I don't think the players are going to. I mean, actually, it's funny. It probably won't matter in terms of reaching a certain number because they're going to hit it if they are able to sustain this. But it's going to be interesting what comes out of that negotiations in terms of player revenue share on merchandise sales, what it is they're going to be going for. Because again, they've never got anything until the recent CBA where it kicked in at certain levels, and I don't know that they've ever actually hit those levels. So are they going to go over the top with their demands? What is that going to be? I'm curious if it's going to be a huge sticking point. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below on the whole deal. Just Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese being 1-2, Kate Martin being in the top 4 overall merchandise sales for the WNBA. How that's going to affect the CBA coming, because that's one thing we talked about as well, and that all these rookies may end up being free agents. I mean, that's a possibility too, because the whole salary structure is going to be completely redone with this new media rights deal. So that's going to be really interesting as well. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below on all of it, really. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese 1-2, Kate Martin 4, total merchandise sales. How's that going to affect the CBA negotiations going forward? I mean, will Caitlin Clark be a free agent at the end of this season? Wow, lots to talk about, lots to think about. Appreciate everyone checking out this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. It helps out so much. And we will talk to you later.